issues of morality. You may be aware in discussing the role of the church in the I want to take this opportunity to appeal to the Catholic Church in this country to join the government in that effort, because government cannot succeed alone. There is a moral issue about it, there is a mentorship issue about it, and we wish the church can also come in and join us in terms of advocacy, in terms of mentoring the young people, in terms of informing the population negative effects of the drugs and substance abuse, so that we can have a healthy young population, which is very instrumental in the development of this country.
You mentioned also the question which is very close to my heart, the question of South Sudan.
Yes.
I'm also the ambassador to South Sudan. I'm very much involved in that, have a long-standing contact with those countries, served also a long time in Khartoum, and in that sense many times would come over the border, so to say, into South Sudan, know many people there personally. I do really appreciate very much the involvement of Kenya in those negotiations. I do feel, and I've mentioned it also on other occasions, that Kenya has a very important role to play. You are a regional player, you are the regional powerhouse, so to say, and there comes also with that a responsibility. And I feel very much also that the president has really understood that now, also getting engaged, for example, in the San Egidio negotiations. And I was with San Egidio about 4 weeks ago. I was in Rome, and because being church, I have very good contact with them, and they appreciate very much the role of Kenya. Also there, I do think, and it was mentioned also, I think from the side of the government, we need to see how we can accelerate and intensify the negotiations with the non-signatories in order to get as many people on board as we can. South Sudan, in spite of all the efforts of the international community and being Kenya very much in the forefront, by the way, of all those efforts, and it's very much appreciated, we are still not there. It's a very difficult country, and sometimes, including myself, by the way, having served and already for many years, you might even get desperate because you think whatever we do, it's not working. But from a Christian point of view, we should never despair and give up hope, because if we give up hope, who's going to do it? You know. And again, also there, the question is, who is suffering? People who are suffering are not the people of the government, are not the people of the military. These are the people on the ground. You know, they are suffering most, and we have a duty as fellow human beings, as brothers and sisters, to find solutions for these people, in order that also South Sudan can be taken up into a higher phase of development. And, once again, I want to really thank the Kenyan government for all their efforts. They have been shown already in the past, I think of the Naivasha agreements and so on, and they're still doing at the moment. And we do feel the words and also the appreciation of the Catholic Church, as you rightly said, playing an important role in the field of healthcare and education. And also, you know, as you mentioned indirectly, but we couldn't do that also without the support of the government of Kenya, without your support for us as a church, even though we have many institutions. You know, we are like, I think it's 40% of all health institutions are Catholic. while about 35% of all educational institutions are Catholic. We would not be able to fund those institutions completely on our own. If we would do so, we would have to increase fees so much that it would be impossible for the poor people to access those same services. And as you mentioned, we were with the president last week, precisely also to speak on these kind of issues, the question of NHIF, the question of meds, how now to continue to finance these kind of institutions, especially also, as Your Excellency knows better than me in a sense, the question of the doctor strike. So really that is something, and we are all here, and I don't know, the President and yourself, we are here first of all to serve those who are most in need, and most in need of our citizens, and I think that is very important that we keep that in mind. And I think, as you also mentioned, if we can further intensify this kind of cooperation and meet and see and to find solutions to this. I also appreciate very much, by the way, the situation in which the government finds itself because of the debt crisis, in a sense, and that is one of the reasons why you would find it difficult to come over the bridge, so to say, to pay with NHF and so on. But still, somewhere we have to find a solution. We cannot just wait and see and think, okay, where is this ship going to strand?
Education, health, church development, issues of morality. You may be aware of continue discussing the role of the church in the first and foremost for me to appreciate the very good work the Catholic Church is doing in this country. You are aware that out of the Christian population, 30% is Catholic. And Catholic Church is part and parcel of my life. Admittedly, your church has played a very significant role in the health sector and in the education sector. The church runs very many hospitals and clinics that are very, very, very successful. The mission hospitals supplement what the hospitals from the county government are doing. In my own county of Nyeri, where I come from, Madari Mission Hospital has played a very significant role to the people of Nyeri. And when people have challenges in the government hospitals, they are transferred there. And the fathers who run the hospital are also very kind to the patients. Even where they have challenges, no patient has ever been turned away because of lack of money. So I didn't want to say we are very good as a country. The Catholic Church has played a significant role in humanitarian interventions. Any time we have had challenges in northern Kenya, northeastern Kenya, particularly because of effects of climate change, the church has been very instrumental in giving relief food, in giving medicine, in giving antenatal care, helping mothers who are having challenges with pregnancy complications. The church has been very strong. I want to appreciate the role of the Catholic Church in trying to create a lasting solution to peace in Southern Sudan. As a government, we will work together with the church to help the people of Southern Sudan who have suffered for many years to get lasting peace. The Catholic Church has played a significant role in humanitarian interventions. Any time we have had challenges in northern Kenya, northeastern Kenya, the Rift Valley, because of effects of climate change. The church has been very instrumental in giving relief food, in giving medicine, in giving antenatal care, helping mothers who are having challenges with pregnancy complications. The church has been very strong.